What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter from Panda here. Got another mini LED portable projector here, and obviously with the box being not that big, it's pretty small, so it fits the mini definition. And I want to show it to you here because, again, this wasn't that expensive. I'm not expecting a lot out of it. It's a high definition 1080p LCD projector, but it's pretty small and is really meant for consuming multimedia. So this is really kind of meant for home entertainment, showing pictures, watching movies, that kind of thing, taking on the road for vacations, and not creating a home theater. The thing I really like about this is not only can I watch a movie with friends or set up a TV outside or use one of the drop-down screens to kind of show something or enjoy a movie outdoors or on your patio, but I like taking these things on the road with me and doing PowerPoints and using them. Now here's the remote that comes with. This is really how it's packaged. You get a little texturing here, but it's all black plastic. Nice rubberized keys all over it, and it looks like 2 AAA batteries is what it'll require to use. And I don't see any batteries here, so don't know that they'll come with it. Looks like this is a foot. Here is the power cable for it. As you can see, kind of a standard power cable. And then we have an input plug to 3.5mm from RCA's, or kind of your standard old school outputs. It advertises some pretty decent specs. Decent specs for a consumer product, and one of those is, like I said, 1080p, but the other one that's probably more interesting to me is that it's supposed to be 2300 lumens. So as you can see here, oh man, I'm putting fingerprints all over it. It's so glossy black that it's got like that real glossy piano black finish, which is all painted plastic, but man, it shows fingerprints. As you can see in my hand, it is not that big. So the nice thing about this is it is super truly portable. Now you get a little rubber cover covering the lens. Looks like this is marked focus, so that's how you focus. And then looks like on the back we have a keystone slider right here, so you can adjust your keystone, which is really nice on projectors, because especially when they don't have like a 30-foot 50-foot throw, you're sitting them really close to the screen, and so keystoning is really important. On the back here too, looks like we have a speaker, we have HDMI, infrared receiver, audio visual, which is the cord you're going to use here, and then if you want headphones, looks like it has a headphone jack in there. And then you can see we have 4 silicone rubber feet, and actually this isn't a replacement foot, it is your kickstand, so it's not already installed there, so you're just gonna screw that in and then you'll have it, but you'll screw it down, but that'll lift up the front end of it. On the side here, looks like we have a TV jack. I'm not even sure what that one is. Power, VGA port, a USB drive, so you can plug in a thumb drive with movies or pictures on it. Looks like we have an SD card slot, and on this side just looks like a heat vent. Pretty nice and attractive. I mean, they've done a nice job making this black and red. It's very racy. And then on the top we have your navigation buttons, which is power, and then I usually use these. You usually get what looks kind of like an iOS or an Android menu of movies, pictures, you know, that kind of thing, and so you just would scroll to one of those if you're using a jump drive, or usually what I'm doing is looking for the menu and changing the input to the HDMI port. So I'm going to set this up. I'm going to connect my iPad via the AV adapter and to the HDMI port right there. I don't think this comes with any HDMI cable, so I'm going to use one of my own. Just keep that in mind. If you do get this, you're going to need an HDMI cable for it. Let's set it up. Alright guys, so I've got it set up here, and I'm projecting on one of these roll-up movie screens. So they're kind of white fabric, designed for projecting on, and they work pretty well. I'm set up about 5 or 6 feet away from the screen, and right now I would say I probably have like a 60-inch, 55 or 60-inch projection out there, and I will say the color is pretty darn good. I'm trying to find something that's not copyrighted here, because every time they shut off these videos when I show this, man, the image matching is fantastic on YouTube. But listen, this is a auto show video, Alpha Male Spider with one of the hottest models I've ever seen, either one, and I think it's, you know, I didn't shoot it, which is kind of crazy zooming here, but I think what you can see here is the color is very bright and vivid. Now I have this room almost completely blacked out. I have some light seeping in from the windows here, so it's not arcade dark, but this is probably as dark as you're gonna make it in most practical senses. But I'm actually really impressed with not only the color representation, but the clarity of the picture, I've gone ahead and focused it, but I feel like, man, I'm not seeing like the pixelation or the blur that you can see sometimes on you know, these very affordable projectors. I'm really actually quite impressed with this, and it definitely seems pretty bright. Now, something I'm going to do here, I'm going to rewind it just a little bit because I'm running out of video. I'm going to turn on my overhead lights, and as I've said before, it's 1000 lumen cob lights, so they're very, very bright. They're sitting right up ahead of me, and as I turn them on, you can see it gets washed out pretty good. But you can just see here how bright those lights are, right? That's my hand in front of it, and I can still see this picture. I could actually probably kind of passively watch a movie this way. If I were to have it in you know, in bright daylight, it's going to be hard to watch it, or if you have lots of lights on in the room, it's going to be hard to watch it. But you know, as soon as it goes dark, man, that's pretty impressive. So if you're watching something at dusk or in the darkness, even outside, I think this is going to work really, really well. That being said, it's under $100 for this projector, which is absolutely phenomenal. And as you saw, it's small. It is smaller in length and width than my iPad Pro. In fact, it's probably the size of an iPad mini, and then only maybe 5 inches thick. So it's very, very portable, very compatible with a lot of stuff, including HDMI, which is what I'm using. So it's a great way to take video projection capabilities with you on the road. Now, like I said, I've been in a lot of meetings where people are like, I wish I could share this with everyone in the meeting. This would be a great way to be able to share your computer screen, your iPad screen, your phone screen in a way that, you know, you'd have a small meeting, you know, if you wanted to do work or even you know, share some photos and do something a little more social. So pretty awesome. I'll put a link to it in the description. But this 2300 lumen mini LED projector, I really, really like it, and it's affordable. Peter von Panda, out.